why do they leave? Where do they come from? An increasing amount of refugees have come to Norway the last years, and many of them do not get their asylum granted. Many of us would point out that they come here for work and to be with their family as the main factors. But is that the whole truth? The refugee crisis, mass migration to Europe. The question is, why do they choose to end their journey in Norway? Most of the people that migrate to Norway come from Poland, Lithuania, and Somalia. The two main factors are work, followed by family immigration. Compared to other countries like Poland, Norway has a very high monthly income, about 40,000 kroner in average, whereas in Poland, the monthly income is very low, approximately 4,000 zlotys, which is 8,000 Norwegian kroner. Income inequality is a very important factor for migration. If there is nothing financially to gain by moving to another country, the work factor would possibly decrease. It's a clear example with the Polish people. Their annual payment is substantially less compared to Norway. Therefore, there is no doubt that work will be a tremendous factor for people moving to Norway. From another point of view, a report from the Police's Criminality Bureau, Kripos, show us that there has been an increasing in amount of organized criminality in Norway. The police mention that the most important pull factors for these criminal groups to come to Norway is based around three main points. The police say it is fairly easy to stay illegally and undetected in the country. Also, the Schengen Agreement, which allows people to travel cross borders without a passport. This matter is very important for individuals and groups who smuggle and do other illegal business cross borders. Not only that, but their motivation for coming has also grown bigger.
Imagine you're living in a place where your own life and your family's lives are in danger and the only option to survive is to leave your home and flee. You would be leaving behind everything in life you took for granted, like food, shelter, money, freedom, job, school, and friends. The world today is getting more and more global for each day. We're now facing one of the biggest mass immigration from Africa ever. The main reasons for why people are leaving their home countries to seek help in Europe is because of poverty. People in Syria, Somalia, Iraq, Afghanistan, etc. live in an income below $1.25 each day. People in Africa has always been poor. The life standard is better than ever, but still not good enough to satisfy and feed a whole population in a country. People from, for example, Somalia has always been poor, and the healthcare system and the infrastructure is far away from a proper lifestyle for a human being. Most of the people in Syria and other countries live on the street or under the bridges. Discrimination. A lot of people from many different countries leave their homes because of being threat for their religion, gender, sexuality, violation, prosecution, and political protests. In Syria, protest alliances are fighting against the government. The Syrian president Bashar al-Assad has lost the most of the control over the country. The biggest enemy is ISIS, who does terrorist attacks and kill all the people who doesn't agree with the view on the society build up. Internally displaced people. 60 million people have been forced from their homes by war, persecution and other human rights abuses around the world. Of them is 2 million asylum seekers, 15 million are refugees, and 38 of them are internally displaced. 51% of the refugees are children. Nearly 80% of all people who came to Europe via the Mediterranean Sea in 2015 were from 3 countries. 48% of them came from Syria, 21% of them were from Afghanistan, and 9% from Iraq. And 22% were people from everywhere. Most of the people flee to neighboring countries such as Jordan, Iraq, Turkey, Egypt and Lebanon. But life can still be hard because of poverty, lack of work and lack of schools. With war still raging in Syria, there is little hope of going back to a safe home country. So many people see coming to Europe as the only chance of having a safe and normal life.